Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is March 3rd, 2026. I'm Kelsey Marier, your host and producer of Morning Pulse, where I bring you top local headlines for Southeast Minnesota and Northern Iowa every weekday morning right here in our KTTC digital studio. Today, I have three local news headlines for you out of Iowa and Minnesota, as well as a quick snippet of the weather for today, courtesy of meteorologist Ted Schmidt. So we're going to get started. Our first story is actually in Northern Iowa. So we're going to start there. Thankfully, we have found out that no one was hurt after a fire took place, excuse me, in Floyd County. So this happened around 10:30 Monday morning at a home on Timber Avenue. This is in Charles City. So according to the fire department there, first responders did see some smoke and flames coming from a single-family home. The agency says firefighters got on scene and they were working to put out that fire until about 1 p.m., so several hours of trying to extinguish the flames there. What we don't know at this time is the cause. That is still under investigation. So as soon as we get any updates from authorities, we will be sure to fill you in on that. We are going to stay in the Hawkeye State because our second story is about hundreds of Iowa National Guard members are on their way back home after deployment in the Middle East. So members of the 113th Squadron from Sioux City have arrived in Maine. They were on board a New England Patriots team plane, which you could see in some of this video here. It's not exactly clear when the soldiers will be back home in this Hawkeye State. That is still to be determined. I'm sure they'll be there in the next day or two. But Iowa National Guard members, those members were in Iraq and Syria as part of Operation Inherent Resolve. So not necessarily they're on deployment for the current conflict that's happening in Iran, but instead these service members were in Iraq and Syria. Officials say some troops are still deployed in the Middle East region, and they are continuing to work to improve security in that region. And finally, our third news story of the morning is we have a new candidate throwing his hat in the ring to be Wabasha County's next top cop. He's actually the first candidate to officially announce a run for sheriff. On your screen, you see Jason Bade. He has made his announcement officially. He's got 29 years working in local law enforcement. He's been specifically with the Wabasha County Sheriff's Office for 24 of those 29 years. Bade says if he is elected, he's committed to continuing examples of community service that was set forth by those before him. You may remember Sheriff Rodney Barsh announced his retirement last week, which kind of is timely now that Jason Bade here would officially announce his candidacy for sheriff. And again, he is the first candidate to share that in the Wabasha County race. All right, we are going to switch now to the weather update. You're looking at KTTC.com right now. If you click on our first alert weather tab right here at the top that I'm circling with my mouse, you can get your weather updates in depth or in a little synopsis, short kind of summary. So Ted updated it for this morning, and he's basically saying we're seeing April-like warmth for us this week, which is kind of nice. We will still see a few chances of rain, though, so definitely feeling like spring. Basically, mild spring-like weather lingering in our region for today. We can expect some decreasing cloud cover in the afternoon, and then high temperatures will be in the 40s. There will be a little bit of light wind. He did mention this morning for a couple of the early morning hours, specifically kind of during that morning commute, we did see a little bit of a drizzle happening, and because the temperature was teetering right around the freezing mark, 32 degrees, there was some slick spots along the morning commute all across our region. So that was something that we were kind of tracking this morning. That should be all good to go at this point. Right now we're seeing temperatures a little bit above freezing right now, which is good. So, but just keep in mind, potentially there could be still a couple of slick spots out on the roads right now. And again, you can watch Ted's full forecast on this tab on our website if you just click on this video here. We're kind of on the right side of your screen. All right, that's all that I have for your news and weather update on this Tuesday morning. I hope you're having a good day so far. Make sure to always come back to KTTC to get these quick headlines in our fast casts that we have here for you digitally on your phone, on your tablet, or on your computer. You can get these news updates in the morning with me for Morning Pulse, or in the evening with Evening Beat with Olivia Pronzinski. If you can't watch it live, like maybe you are right now, we do have these snippets of our fast newscasts on our digital platform, specifically on your smart TVs. You can download any of our download our app on any of your smart devices like Amazon Fire Stick, your Roku, your Apple TV, and you can watch the recorded version of this. That way you can still get your news in a fast way on a platform maybe that you are not typically watching just the local news that is live on air. So we just want to make sure we're meeting you where you're at. All right, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday.